continue to follow the border crisis beyond our own border.
Yeah, cities like New York and Chicago are running out of resources with the number of people that are arriving there, and migrants are now looking at other cities that could potentially help.
One of them is Detroit, Michigan, where KGUN 9's Adam Klepp reports from outside a city shelter running out of room.
Michigan was mentioned in a list of states that could potentially be used in a little-known immigration program to help with overcrowding at the southern border. This coming as more migrants have shown up at the border and pressure is increasing on the White House.
As the crisis grows along the U.S. southern border, reporting from the Washington Post showing Border Patrol officials may be looking to fly some migrant children or families to other facilities on the opposite end of the country.
The Metro Detroit area is gearing up to welcome thousands of Afghan refugees over the coming months, but this is not the first time Michigan will be hosting a resettlement program. In fact, in the last decade, Michigan received the fourth highest number of refugees in the United States, behind Texas, California, and New York.
Yeah, it's a big question. We know Homeland Security officials, they say they're certainly expecting a surge down at the southern border. There's already reports of thousands of migrants lining up, waiting to cross over. Title 42 is a plan, one of many from the COVID era that the Biden administration is letting sunset. But now this is a policy that has immigration attorneys ready to step in and take action.
Michigan is encouraging residents who can to welcome migrants into their homes to help integrate them into society. It's a consistent theme. Michigan, like many states, is experiencing an influx of migrants in major cities, traveling north from the southern border as they await asylum claims.
Well, we are less than 60 minutes away from a new chapter in the crisis at America's borders. A policy known as Title 42 is about to expire. The COVID-era policy allowed the U.S. to kick migrants out quickly due to public health concerns. Well, now as the public health emergency ends, so does Title 42. So that's giving new hope to thousands of migrants looking to get into the country.
Critics of a new Michigan House bill say it aims to take away basic rights from undocumented immigrants, and they say that concept in itself would be un-American and wrong.
Families, immigrants, they're going to become victims of crime because they're going to be afraid to report it.
As thousands of children attempt to cross the southern border each month, Catholic Charities in West Michigan is expanding its programming to serve unaccompanied migrant youth.
The person who wants to work, businesses here in the U.S. that need employees, and they're unable to connect because the U.S. government has put restrictions in place so that they can't work.
Still, migrants tell me this situation is still better than what they left behind.
According to emails obtained by the Post, officials requested air support from U.S. Immigration and Customs to relocate migrants to states like Michigan, South Dakota, or Montana. In a letter to DHS Secretary Mayorkas, Congresswoman Lisa McClain showing her, quote, utter disgust at the idea.
And those people have come from multiple countries across the globe, spanning from Africa to the Middle East. So what makes Michigan a perfect place for the displaced? And how does the relocation process work?
Chairman of the Arab American Civil Rights League, Nasser Beydoun, tells Action News his organization and others in the civil rights community are standing up to oppose House Bill 5053. It is legislation proposed by District 20 State Rep Jeffrey Noble, and it would limit support or assistance currently provided to illegal immigrants.
Resources are stretched thin. Detroit shelters, for example, are over capacity. The city resorting to migrant transfers, sending them to hotels or other shelters with room. Their latest call for help directly asking residents if they can open their doors to ease the influx.